recently, since January, got off of the Philippines diet plan. That diet plan is ulam, like any meat, mostly pork, because in the Philippines, mostly pork. Now in the Philippines, they have a lot of healthy foods that will change your health around. Hey guys, it's me, Jay, the Black Filipino TV. Now, it's been a beautiful week in the province. Me and Kay came out here. We found our home we were gonna stay at. Did the painting the other day. This was a bunch of different colors. Not far, because he got to do the whole house, but he's already done here. He'll be done with the whole downstairs by today. Yeah, so this is the contact here. The hardworking Ray. He gets busy, Ray gets busy right away. And Ray is teaming up with J&K. Not a condominium. We found the home we're gonna stay at, right? Now the beautiful thing is where we're gonna stay is 3 hours away from where we're gonna build our permanent home. So now us being here, we're pretty much in the province, Kay's home province. We're not in her hometown yet. But while we're out in the home province, okay, we'll be able to go transfer the title into our name, Kay and my name, and from there, maybe take 2 to 3 or 4 months. Then from there, we can start building the home. So it makes it a lot easier for us now. And also, because our main home is going to be where in the town area, closer to town, but also we're going to have another home, farm. We're working on getting the home with hectares among hectares. I'm trying to get maybe 5, 10, 20 hectares, something crazy like that. All farmland, you know. Now it's time to start living off the land. And that's what I want to do. That's my mission. So the great thing about it is I'm able to transfer from going from 18,900 pesos to 6,000 pesos per month. Okay? So now my rent's 18,900 to 6,000. Dramatic difference. The things that's coming, guys, is going to be amazing. I can't wait for it to happen. The savings, the amount of savings we'll be able to get now. But that savings, though, we're going to transfer into other things. So we're not going to just thinking saving. We're thinking of investing that. Maybe we get a business, start a clothes business in Calapan and also Kay's province. Maybe, not so sure yet, but maybe. That may be coming soon. You know, a lot of things is going to be in the works to actually progress further. But today, the reason why we did this video is because me and Kay, we've recently, since January, got off of the Philippines diet plan, okay? Now everybody knows the Philippines diet plan, and a lot of you guys, foreigners, come here and you pick up the Philippines diet plan, okay? And what I mean by that, I'm not trying to bash it at all, but it's not healthy. It's very unhealthy. That diet plan is ulam, as they call it, ulam, like any meat, mostly pork, because in the Philippines, mostly pork, things like that, chicken intestines, that's the street food. You guys adapt to it. You guys adapt to it with, you know, challenges like the balut challenges, things like that, the Filipino ways. You guys adapt to it. And I'm not bashing it, but the thing is, the rice and ulam, not healthy at all. It's not just the Philippines. There's tons of Asian countries that eat like that as well. Okay, they even eat like that in Thailand. They eat like that in China. You know, a lot of the Asian diet is not really healthy, but they do have a lot of healthy foods here. Okay, and I'm sure you guys know I went through it myself. Okay, and the reason why that happened is because myself, I had the American diet plan mixed in with the Filipino diet plan, and the Filipinos are on that same diet plan as well. You know, and the reason why is because things like Jollibee, McDonald's, KFC, all of these restaurants are here. They've been here for years. That's why Filipinos are getting, if anybody ever noticed, Filipinos are getting much bigger, okay? You can find a lot of Filipinos here that are 400, 300, 400 pounds now, just like in the US. Not a lot, not like US at all, but it's starting to become that way because of the fast food conglomerates. But what happens is, me as an American, I came here, right? I seen that they had what's the name of the Sparrow, right? I seen they had that. I seen they had a lot of things that were still in the U.S. The KFC, they had even Taco Bell, everything almost that's in U.S. was here. And I was in Manila. Automatically, I adopted it. I kept my American diet plan, mixed it in with the Filipino diet plan. Okay, I mixed it in with rice, ulam. Okay, and then that's especially places like Jollibee. That's included in the Philippines diet plan. I started liking Jollibee. A lot of you guys like Jollibee. Okay, I'm not bashing Jollibee. I'm just saying it's not really that healthy. And what happens is guys get caught up in adopting to that diet plan, but then there's a lot of guys you got to think that are older and much older than me. There's guys that are coming here that already have heart conditions, that already have high cholesterol. Guys coming here that are already unhealthy, you know. There's a lot of guys coming here that already need to live in the city areas because of health conditions. And what happens is you pick up the diet plan and it all goes down here from there. Because not only does that happen to guys, right? Not only do you pick up the diet plan, you come out here, you have nothing but free time on your hands. You come out here and you realize, wow, my days have opened up a lot more. Okay, especially if you're not doing work like me online, your days open up a lot more. And you find yourself hanging out. Maybe you find a group of expats that you can hang around in whatever town you're in. Say if you're in Dumaguete, Cebu somewhere, or Manila, then you start hanging out with guys drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. And then you start hanging with Filipinos. You pick up that part of the Filipino ways too. Because Filipinos are heavy drinkers, you know, so then you pick up that. And, you know, it's sad to say, actually, I seen an expat who died a couple years ago. And there's guys that come here, they're unhealthy, or they keep drinking, they pick up the Philippines diet plan, and, you know, unfortunately they pass. Happens a lot. It happens to a lot of people here. A lot of guys come here, especially if you're older. I don't suggest picking up the Philippines diet plan. Now in the Philippines, they have a lot of healthy foods that will change your health around. Okay? Now that's some of the things that I started adopting more of. And Kay started preparing more for me. And that was the things I had when I first came here, but I got off course. And like things like ampalaya, mangosteen, moringa, you know, things like that. There's so much things that can keep you healthy in the Philippines. I mean, almost every fruit in the world grows here. Actually, you know, I believe every fruit in the world does grow here, except for maybe, 3 or 4. But everything in the world grows here in the Philippines. So, like in a lot of other countries, you won't find moringa. You can probably find moringa, but you won't find mangosteen, or you won't find ampalaya. You won't find things like that grow here in the Philippines. Okay, in the Philippines, you know, it's one of the countries that has like the most wildlife in the world, the most plants and veggies in the world. So you could actually come here and get extremely healthy. Okay, and that's what I'm looking to adopt now. I'm actually going to start showing more of that. I'm going to start preparing meals, you know, preparing vegan meals to show you guys, you know, ways to live healthy. I know you guys looking at me like I'm speaking Chinese right now. I'm speaking Korean, but no, guys, it's true. A lot of expats come here and get caught up all the time, especially with the drinking. You know, you definitely don't want to find yourself adopting it. Now, the thing is, I realized this also from Filipinos a while ago, right? I remember when I would help people out in the streets, right? And I remember some of you guys would suggest, and you guys probably know, you probably haven't watched a lot of those videos. Maybe just now you're subscribing to me, but people will come on and say, hey, how about you give the people rice and meat? And I'm like, no, Filipinos already eat rice and meat. I won't be doing them any justice giving people rice and meat, because rice and meat is cheaper than vegetables, okay? So me, what I would do is I would say, you know what? I would go get oranges, bananas, and give it out to people. And the thing I would say to people is here's something healthy, because there's a lot of healthy options, but people don't eat those healthy options here. And what will happen is you'll come and then you'll adopt the Filipino habit of not eating those healthy options. Like, for instance, foods like peanut bit, extremely healthy, depending on how you make it. Say you can make the peanut bit with the veggies without all the meat in it. Like, Kay has made dishes for me like that. No bagaong, no bagaong. You can add mushroom seasoning to replace the bagaong. Does wonders, okay? I'm actually gonna start doing that. Not really on this channel, you're gonna see it on J&K. We'll put it on the J&K channel. We're gonna start preparing dishes. I'll link it to this channel so you guys will see it. But we're gonna start preparing food to show you guys Filipino dishes that are healthy, because there's a lot of them, but they're not promoted. Because what's promoted heavy in this country is pork. Think about it, guys. Street food, all of the street food you see, right? Ihaw, ihaw. A lot of the things you see, pork. Like the street food, pork, everything pork. You know, chicken intestines, duck embryo, which is like a live duck, you know, and then everything else pork. They don't really have a chicken or even beef. They do have beef, but what kind of beef is that? It's like the, what's the beef, the beef one they have? But it's still unhealthy. It looks so greasy. Every time they have a beef dish, I forgot what it's called. I know you guys can help me, because Kay's having a blank mind too. It doesn't really look good to me. I don't know why, but it doesn't really look good. And I'm not trying to play the Philippines. It's just facts. I don't eat pork. So all of the street foods, most of the street foods I can't eat. Yeah, guys, when you come here though, just be careful, man, because pork doesn't sit right with anybody. You know, pork is one of the forbidden foods. It really is, guys. And you can eat pork, and there's studies on it. I'll make sure to attach something here. You know, there's people that eat pork, and if it's not like cooked well done, okay, you can get worms in your brain, and really no other meats. There's other meats out there that can do that. But if you're eating a meat that can give you worms in your brain, if it's not cooked right or if it's old, it's not right. You really shouldn't be eating it. But it happens all the time. Remember, it happened in the South. Remember, I had family, a lot of my family, they adopted the eating chitlins. And, you know, a lot of times, sometimes chitlins won't be cooked right. Okay, I've seen it a lot of times in the South. It's in my genes as well. A lot of the unhealthy pork dishes. Like, I remember for Christmas, for New Year, one thing that was a tradition in the South was eating the collard greens, which wasn't bad. But then the collard greens, people put pork in it. And I remember when I would make collard greens, I made some slamming collard greens, right? When I would eat pork, I made some slamming collard greens, and the collard green tasted the best with the pork bacon. Extremely unhealthy. But one thing that we ate for New Year's, we ate the collard greens, and then we ate the, I think, pig forehead. Like, you eat the forehead of the pig, you just nibble on it, and you eat the fat back of the pig. It's scrumptious, but so unhealthy. I would never ever even think about eating it now. But so many things, just like the South, Philippines, it kind of reminds me. It's like, it's really connected. But yeah, guys, it's not healthy. I didn't like it. I realized it was bad. I didn't eat it. I stopped eating it. And I wouldn't suggest adopting it here. So yeah, guys, when you come here, just make sure you become healthy. Okay, make yourself more healthy. Come here to live. Don't come to the Philippines to die. Now, I said it before, but I know a lot of guys are getting older. When I was growing up, right, I would always see, when I moved to Long Island, I was around 17, I moved to Long Island, right? I would always see people walking, 90 years old, walking. They could barely walk, but they're walking, getting it up. All white people walking forever. And the guy, I'm like, man, this guy has to be like 80 to 110 years old, but he's so healthy. You even see it in the Philippines. Sometimes you see those old Filipino ladies, and you guys know, you see them, and you ask them what they eat. A lot of times, they don't eat a lot of the Filipino menus that other Filipinos eat. You know, they'll eat something more like a peanut bit without the bagaong in it. You know, there's a lot of Filipinos that eat like that too. And a lot of times you see them living to old ages. So I'm not trying to bash, but all Filipinos got it wrong. There's a lot of Filipinos that are super healthy and live a long time. Guys, let's come to the Philippines and live longer. Let's experience the water, which influences free thought. This influences free thought, guys. So, and that's what I love, is that you can come here, change your life around, get healthy, think better, plan better, not only plan for yourself, plan for others, help others grow. That's what it's all about, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. I'm going to Manila. I'm going back to my old home to prepare to come to my new home. Let's do it.
Nice.
Queen of the Philippines. Sing a song for me, Kia. One song. One song.
Blackpink.
Sample.
Sample.
Hindi
Dance,
sa dance pala, dance.
All fans of ma'am, please ride Starlight Fairs Incorporated. Different route, Batangas Katiklan, Batangas Calapan, Batangas Bacolod, Iloilo, and Cebu to Surigao.
Okay.
For more information po, you can visit our website, starlightferries.com.ph.
Alright.
Thank you po.
Now, that's why Philippines is the best. One of the only countries you're gonna go to, everybody understands English, so they can at least tell you where you need to go. So, Kuya is living proof. Thank you for watching.